Today I thought it would be fun to walk through my house and show you a real life look at how my house looks on a typical day. I was inspired by the Minimal Mom video, which I will link down below, of her real house tour of exactly what it looks like every day. And this is very typical of what our house looks like in the morning right after we have dropped off my son at school. So let me show you. We're currently at the front door, and I always just keep my son Levi, he's 2 months old right now, stroller right here, because we walk to school, we walk to pick my older son up, and it doesn't matter to me. We just walk around it, and this way it stays clean and I can use it very quickly. And I also keep my hat hanging out here because, again, I grab this every time I walk out the door. Now as we head into here, you will see here is our dining room table, and currently there's a bowl of cereal that's just been finished, and the boys have left some homework out and a napkin, some Easter egg left over there from the weekend. And this is a very typical look at what this room normally looks like. This room stays relatively clean because we just don't really use this room for any kind of activities. So typically there's nothing on here and nothing on there. And as we come around here, you'll come into our kitchen, and this is a very typical look of our kitchen. And as you can see, I have not cleaned up from breakfast this morning yet because we just ate. I'm gonna make another cup of coffee, and we have some leftover cake that needs to actually be thrown out now. And I know a lot of people said when I put this in that it will probably attract a lot of clutter. It actually doesn't, surprisingly. Usually this is just used for putting out extra fruit or food that we're making. I have my basket here where I store usually my sweater I'm wearing for the day and my purse or whatever I need to get to very quickly. And this tray is usually just bread or fruit that stays out. And it stays relatively tidy, to be honest. And then these shelves, I just love. I use everything up there all the time. And because everything has a spot, it's easy to keep those tidy as well. Now we'll head back out through here, and I always keep Levi's rocker out here because we use it all day long. I have one child home not feeling well, so he's just relaxing on the couch watching TV. And as you can see here, I have 2 pillows out. That's for when I feed Levi. Someone didn't put their pajamas away or their shoes, but now this is the room that is usually a mess. And it's not too bad. The boys just didn't tidy up yet, but beds need to be made. Toys are still out because one child's home playing, and from the weekend we had a lot of stuff out. So very typical of a kid's room. If I were to put everything away, I could get this tidy in about 10 minutes. As we head back into the hall, that's the bathroom, and I'm sure it's not too bad. Let's see. Pretty tidy, actually. This is the easiest room to keep tidy because a baby can't really get anything out yet, obviously. As we head down here, this bathroom's under construction. And here is our room. I always make the bed as soon as I get up. And then these 2 pillows are from feeding Levi, so I grab those throughout the day, take them in my office to feed him, or set them up. I sit here to feed him, so those are just always in transit. And then our room right now is a little bit more congested than normal because I have his pack and play there. He sleeps in our room at night, and I have a few things in here for having Levi in here. So we have our sound machine, a light to turn on at night, my water and tissues. All of that is not normally on there, but since having him, it's just easier. And that is how this room looks. And then we'll head into my office, which, put the light on here. So here's my office, how it looks. It's always being used every day. So I have all my journal out, so over there I just have my planner out, my paperwork that I'm using, my pump, all that kind of stuff. And actually this room is very easy to keep clean. I have a table that needs to be returned to my parents. Here is my constant declutter pile, so as we don't need something, I just throw that in the box. And then over here, it's pretty clean. I just have a box of something that needs to be returned that I was renting. And then I did purchase this shirt, and I am not sure if I'm going to keep that. I think it might be too small. So that is what this room looks like. And then as we head through this door, we have the world's tiniest bathroom. And again, everything stays very tidy because we have systems set in place to put things away. And then now we're back in the kitchen. It's currently 9:45, and when I get home from dropping off my oldest son at school, that is when I will start to tidy up. It just depends on what I have going on for the day. So because I ate a light breakfast, I just finished, my goal will now be to clean up this kitchen. There isn't much to do, but dishes and things like that. And then it's a little different since I have someone home today, just relaxing on the couch, so a lot of stuff will stay out. But then I will come in here and put all this stuff away, tidy up this table, and usually add a tablecloth onto here. I'm currently washing that right now. And then as you saw, my room is clean because I already made the bed, and really there's nothing else to put away in there or tidy up because we don't keep really anything in there that's not just clothes and our bed. In here I will usually put the pillows kind of right, fix the blankets, put away shoes and stuff that's been left out, but that takes about 2 minutes. This would be the biggest chore, but I usually make my boys do it because somebody's not feeling well. I'm not doing that as much right now, but I will just come in here, fix up their beds a little, put some of the toys away, but because they're playing with them, I'll mostly leave them out. And then as you saw, my youngest, the baby, is sleeping, but that room is fine. There's really nothing to tidy up in there except for put clothes in the dirty clothes hamper, and that's about it. And then here in my office, really the only things to tidy up are to figure out what to do with that shirt, stack up my paperwork a little bit neater over here, and then take this table out and the box to the Goodwill eventually. But because this room is being used, obviously I am not going to be putting all this stuff away because I'm currently using it. So this is what my home typically looks like on an average weekday when we're using it, living here. Things come out, they don't always get put away right away, and that is life. So the good thing about being more minimal is we do have these systems in place, so when I do want to tidy everything up, I can get it put away super quickly. It's organized, so I know where to find it, I know where to put it away, and it's just so much easier. But as you can see, I don't feel our home is very messy, even though we are here all day long. I just think it's pretty clean, and I do attribute all of that to being more minimal and having less stuff, as well as having a place for everything. I find very few YouTube channels show their homes looking exactly how they look in day-to-day lives. They always show a beautiful home that's completely organized, put away and tidy, and that is just not real life. So I wanted to show you a real life glimpse into our everyday home and what it looks like even though we don't have it all tidied up. And I've realized that being minimal doesn't mean I'm always gonna have a perfectly tidy home. I did think that when we first became minimalist. I thought that meant my home would just be perfect looking 24 hours a day, but that is just not real. And I'm okay with that now. I find that I can relax more and just, I know I can tidy it up when I need to very quickly, and because I have those systems in place, it's very easy. And I also have a blog, shannontorrance.com, that I will link down below, where I share a lot of decluttering tips, and I do have a decluttering ebook in case you're interested in that. I will also link that down below. And if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button to join my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!